Hello, Sagittarius. Veronica Virgo here with Very Virgoan channel. This is my first read for you, and I'm very excited. I hope to see you come back. I hope to see you subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing all sorts of readings. I am a Virgo, so I start with Virgo and then I move through the chart. I'll be doing new moon and full moon readings, but this is your reading for August with career, finances, health, love, and advice, plus a couple of oracle cards and some tarot dice reading. Okay, today I am reading from the Mythic Tarot, which is a classic deck that is out of print. There was a new version of it. It's not as good. I'm glad I have the 1990 version, which is still in terrific shape because I've taken good care of it. So let's just jump right in. Sagittarius. Ooh, the moon. Okay, for career, we are looking at the moon. So the moon is a lot about like intuition, sometimes deception, but I don't want to start with that yet. I want to see what the other cards have to say before I start going into that area. But we're seeing, excuse me, if you have Cancer, if you have a Cancer moon, this would be particularly significant for you. Also, I'm seeing like the different directions. Maybe you're thinking about starting a new career, but you can't quite decide what you want to do. So let's just put that there and see how it relates to the other cards. Finances, 9 of Wands. Okay, so we've got a ship here. I think that's Jason and the Argonauts, if I'm not mistaken, because these are the Greek myths. You know, trying to get to shore, but it's got a whole lot of waves engulfing it. It's still got to get through this little break here of rocks, and it looks very fearful, like maybe it's gonna crash, but there's the shore just beyond with all the lights and the steps to ascend. And what I'm seeing here with that and with your finances is maybe you are going through a little bit of a difficult time financially right now, and it may seem like you still got a long way to go. Maybe you're paying off debts or you've got bill collectors calling, but you know, if you can just get through the next month or maybe the next couple of months, that there's better times ahead, that you'll be more stable. Maybe you'll be able to start putting money away and working toward a goal instead of just struggling against those rocks. That's what I'm seeing here. And that might be part of why you're considering a new job, Sagittarius. Okay, let's see, career, finance, health. Health is next. Okay, the Hermit, interesting. This is actually a Virgo card, but for you, Sagittarius, it might be representing, you're feeling a little protective of your health. Maybe you've had COVID recently, in the recent past, and you're still in the process of kind of taking care of yourself. You're feeling like, oh gosh, here I'm Typhoid Mary, but like, just give me a little time and I'll be out in the light again, right? I had COVID myself in September, actually on my birthday, which was horrible, but I got through it and I'm all better now. No long COVID that I know of, symptoms rather. But I'm kind of feeling like maybe you're going through a period where you're just trying to take care of yourself. Maybe you're feeling kind of cold a lot, and you're, you know, even though it's summertime, you're dressing in heavier clothes because you just can't seem to get warm. So I would recommend, you know, getting your checkup, checking in with your doc, making sure you're okay. If you have any sort of like chronic health problems, you know, stay on top of that and really take care of yourself. And I think your instincts to kind of back off for a little bit is good, particularly if you have COVID. You want to protect other people, but just for your own well-being, you know, take some long hot baths, swaddle up, and, you know, turn the air conditioning on so that, you know, you're at least keeping your house cool for your pets or your other loved ones, but keep yourself warm. Okay, maybe a little time in the sun won't hurt you. Just make sure you're protecting yourself. Okay, love, King of Wands. Okay, Now, I do not ascribe ethnicity, well, that too, but I meant gender, actually, to any of the characters. And many of the characters in this deck are sort of gender non-binary anyway. But I just want you to know, when I talk of kings and queens, you know, we all have those qualities inside of us. So please don't think I'm trying to be specific about gender. It could be male or female in your, you know, you could be male or female. You could be non-binary or anything. So I just wanted to give that qualification. In this character, I'm seeing some hesitation. I don't know if this is you or if it's the person you're involved with or are interested in, but I see some hesitation here. Maybe it's a new relationship, and this person is quite creative. Actually, they have a lot of imagination about them, and maybe that's why you're attracted to them. They could even be a redhead, fire. You know, there's that thing about redheads have a fiery spirit, which I think isn't always true, but most of the redheads I've met do. They're very fun people. So it might be that you're involved with someone who is redhead or maybe born in autumn, in the late summer, around now actually, a Leo or a Virgo or a Libra. They might have a child who looks to them, a teenager who looks to them for a lot of support. And that could be part of the hesitation, is they're trying to decide whether or not they want to get full on in the relationship because they have a lot of responsibility to this person. Or they might even be a pet person like me. I have tons of cats. And maybe, you know, they think, wow, you know, every time I invite Sagittarius over, I gotta clean up because it looks like a barnyard in here, right? And so they might hold you at arm's length a little bit, but I don't think you should give up on them because they have a lot of history, a lot of knowledge, and maybe even a lot of power. Now, that's not why you should be associated with the person. I'm just trying to tell you this person's really interesting, and they're also pretty grounded too. This person might be a Leo because I got some little cat feet there, I think. I'm liking this person, and I think that you should trust, Sagittarius, that any arm's length stuff that you're getting from them is not about you. It's about them and their hesitation and just trying to figure out if this is the right time, not that you're not the right person, okay? So be patient. Be patient if you can. All right, advice. 7 of Pentacles. Interesting. So we've got, I believe this is you. I think someone is making you an offer. Some sort of offer that involves either work with the land, work with animals, something that is very earthy. You know, it could even be related to this person that you are thinking as a prospective partner. I'm not saying it absolutely is, but maybe. But here's the thing. You're looking every direction about what you should be doing with your life for a career. And you're a little hesitant here about the offer you're being made. You have I think it's called the Cerberus or something, animal here, and then there's the animal there. So I feel like you might be sort of tempted to take this offer, but you're not quite sure because maybe it requires some physicality that you don't know if you're ready for because you're feeling a little peaked in your health, that maybe you're just not at your maximum strength. And also because you're struggling with the finances, maybe you don't feel like it's going to pay enough. But what I'm seeing here is that it's going to bring you more wealth, or you've already got your bills stacked and this doesn't seem like enough. Like, I'm kind of pulled a lot of different directions with this card. I think as hesitant as this person is for getting involved with you, you're as hesitant about taking this job. And now that I look at it more carefully, I think this is actually about you wanting to save money and you feel like this one coin here isn't quite enough. So I can't really give you advice as to what to take. I think you're still considering, and I think the considering is exactly what you need to be doing this month. Literally do a pro and con list, Sagittarius, so that you're not just spinning all directions with your emotions about what you should be doing for your livelihood. Okay? Because it might be that your instability with your finances in your career could be making this person hesitate. And trust me, I've been there. I actually kind of still am there. I do a lot of different things to bring in money. And sometimes I think, God, if I could just do one thing, but we live in a really difficult economy. And to be frank, I have a lot of different skills and I kind of like doing a lot of different stuff. But some people want to have the one thing. They want to have the one thing that they do really, really well. And you are the philosopher of the zodiac. You tend to be very intellectual. And you think a lot about things, but don't let that get away from you, that you just can't, you're almost in circles here trying to figure out what's best for me, okay? And in that, you might be able to appreciate this person's own consideration. Okay, let's take a look at what stone. We have Aquamarine, go with the flow. Now that's interesting because I tell you to do all this like analysis and writing things down. But once you make that decision, go with the flow, trust it. You can even buy yourself some Aquamarine to put with your meditation. And when you make that choice, put this in your pocket. And every time you have doubts, grab it and think, I'm going with the flow. Okay? I know you can't really see all these cards well, and that's going to change over time as I build this channel, but this is all I have right now. Also, if you are a witch or you're interested in spellcasting, I'm pulling a spellcasting card for you. Look at this. Look at this, Sagittarius. Financial health. You need to be doing some spells around financial health, okay? Some prosperity practices. There's some really great witches online that give you the tools to do this, okay? Maybe someday I will. But for right now, let me read you the financial health spell. Take some patchouli oil and a black candle during a dark moon at sunset on a Saturday. Face west and say, money makes the world go round. Lack of it can make one frown. Shrug off, ignore, try to forget. Responsibility owns debt. Carve owed amount on candle black. Anoint with oil to pay it back. Flame determines what one earns. Debts reduced as candle burns. Watch arrears melt away, welcoming in a new payday. Watch the entire candle burn down to banish debt completely and say, gratefully I accept the magic of you, of protection in all that I do. Lend me the courage, build power in me, assist my transcendence, so mote it be. This is going to be really useful for you in trying to figure out how to get out of this debt cycle and these bills owed, and to get you prospering, especially when you decide what you need to be doing for money, okay? Here's some magical meanings of your spell. Stop your extravagance. So if you tend to like Prada, you might want to back it off a little bit, okay? Seek professional advice. There's all kinds of free resources for like debt consolidation and money managers and that sort of thing. Totally free. Start on YouTube. You can find it. Money owed is paid off. Expect a windfall. Someone is indebted to you. Hey, you know what? Call in your old debts. It'll help. And have faith a financial life heals. Once you start to get a handle on your financial life, your health's going to improve. Your relationships are going to improve. And offers are going to come by clearing out your abundance and prosperity issues. Okay, Sagittarius, I promise this is going to help you. Let me just roll a couple of tarot dice for you. All right, we've got Scorpio, 11, 7, and I have to look this one up. Descending lunar node. Okay. All right. So if you're working at 7-Eleven, please get another job. Sagittarius, you can do better. I'm not saying the people who work at 7-Eleven are bad. They do an honest job just like anyone else. But Sagittarians are philosophers. They need to be working with their mind, okay? Not just counting out money. This might, seriously, like, look at getting a side hustle until you can make these things happen. And here's something funny, okay? 7 of Pentacles, 7-Eleven, yeah. I'm serious, if you're working at 7-Eleven, you need to give your notice and find a new job. But also, these numbers might be significant for you since they've come up now in the 7 of Pentacles, and I'm rolling the 7. It could be July 11th or November 7th. That could be significant for you. Don't know how, but, I'm just saying that. This person here, the King of Wands, may be a Scorpio, or you may have a Scorpio moon. So if that's true, this is very significant for you. Now, the descending lunar node, also known as the South Node, has to do with childhood, and it has to do with a lot of things. But the thing that I'm intuiting here that's important to you is childhood habits. You know what? Maybe you didn't get good models for money. I certainly didn't when I grew up. I was told, money's the root of all evil, and you can only get on the treadmill, as my dad used to say, and, trying to make money through the arts or things like that was considered sort of frippery, right? So take a look at your money programming from your childhood. Just take a look at it. I'm not saying that you need to change anything right now specifically, or to yell at your parents because they set you wrong, but just take a look at that and think about it when you're doing that analysis of what job you need to have. And think about what kind of abundance you can bring in that will shift some of these old patterns from childhood. All right, that is it, Sagittarius. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to this channel, as I'm going to be growing it as large as I can. And I'll see you soon. Bye.